What's up with y'all? Welcome to Off of the Rack. I'm your host, Cody, and today is a special day. This marks episode 1 of my fashion podcast that I've been wanting to start forever. Ever since I've been wanting to do fashion, I'm like, man, YouTube is the grind and I'm going to make my way one day. It's the year 2025, so it's no better time to start that than right now. We're looking forward to about this season. 12 episodes, I say. It's going to be episode dropping every Wednesday. And this first episode, I just want to tell you a little bit about me. We're going to do an intro, and I'm going to break it down on how we're going to run the pod, I hope y'all like, the new frame. This is the setup. I'm in my apartment. I moved out to Phoenix about a year ago, back in 2024. And I'm regularly from Michigan. If you don't know, I'm regularly born and raised from Michigan, but I needed a new chapter in my life, and I moved out here. I had some little business opportunities, kind of fell through a little bit, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm about to get my own little warehouse, all that, cause your boy do got his own brand and everything, and yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me though, real quick. So back in Michigan, I actually went to school for fashion, went to college and everything. Went to school for business communication, fashion merchandising, and engineering design technology. That is definitely a lot. I was thugging it out in college. But during my, what year was that? Junior year or junior, senior year, you know how I get. I opened up my first store location with my clothing brand. And then 4 to 5 months after that, I opened up my second store location. It was moving real quick. Later that year, ran into a racial issue with the property company in my second store, and we had to part ways. Long story, I'm gonna fill you in on that one day. But yeah, ever since then, I had blew on TikTok a little bit till I got shadow banned these last couple years. Yeah, it's all good. TikTok is weird, but had just a nice successful brand that I need to get the ball rolling back on anyway. But the website is warmjob.com. The brand is called Lukewarm. It means balance, and definitely we're gonna be talking about that, whatever. But this podcast is about fashion news, fashion trends. We're just gonna do the whole wraparound. I'm even gonna do past and future. We're just gonna touch on a little bit of everything. So about what's going on with about what's going on with Off of the Rack. Let's see. We're gonna have rack ratings. So as in today, we're gonna do a fit check for me real quick. I got Lukewarm little button up on, you did. Nice little baggy cargos, you feel me? Little nice little chain. And right here, we got some Pro 76 Converses. They're a little dusty. With the rack ratings, what we're gonna do, we rate fits, we rate everything, 1 through 10. Right now, I give my fade about 7.1. Something slight. I could step out in it, but don't want to. We're gonna have, and mind you, these are all the segments. Right now, we have 13. And if y'all ever think of some segments, let me know. I'll throw it in there for sure. But we have outfit on the rack. All right, so that's like your outfit of the week, whether it's celebrity style, whether it's whoever. I'm just gonna do outfit of the weeks, and it's gonna be called outfit on the rack. We got 3. We got rack rules. That's your do's and don'ts. I'm gonna let you know what not to do with the fashion and what to do with the fashion. And if y'all ever want to add to the rack rules, y'all let me know. You did. We got the Rack It Up. I'm gonna love that segment right there. Rack It Up is gonna be about, is this in style anymore? Should we rack it up? Or is this what's in? Or just basically it's about just what we unpacking. We got the rack rankings. That's gonna be one of my favorite segments. That's gonna be every episode. It's like the power rankings of top brands, whether if it's current. A lot of it's definitely going to be luxury and designer brands. And I'm also going to try to throw in always upcoming brands in there that's like, popping or whatever. And I'm always going to have like an athletic brand that pairs with that as well. So I might be like a top 10, top 15. and I definitely want that to be like a ladder on like basically like how sports is, where you have your top 15, and they definitely gonna have their rankings that switches depending on what they doing within the fashion community. So we're gonna have also Rack to the Future. That's gonna be when I'm giving game on something that was in the past that was fashion throughout time. Also, just the way you to dress, to way you can communicate through dressing, or even just future trends as well. So that's gonna be dope. So custom rack was gonna be when I give like personal style that you could rock, or some type of colors that you can play with that's up and coming and everything. So that's gonna be cool if you into fashion. That definitely gonna have to check out the custom rack. Rack radar. So every week I'm gonna make sure that I highlight an up and coming brand. Hopefully, especially with like a season 2 and everything, I want those connections that I have might have someone be a special guest, have them come on, talk about their brand, and just push it that way. But just the brand that I see popping, whether if it's social media or whatever, instead, all those luxury brands, they have, enough clientele where these smaller brands, they need enough light coming from where somewhere like a podcast like me. So we got the Rack of Fame. You feel me? The Rack of Fame is obviously just like the Hall of Fame. So we're gonna talk about who made the Rack of Fame, who's in there. That's gonna be brands. That's gonna be iconic designers. And yeah, we gonna have a little Rack of Fame. Hopefully, we can even have a whole little initiation. You know what I mean? Where you enter the Rack of Fame. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna have rack hacks. Rack hacks gonna be dope. Rack hacks gonna be okay. If you don't want to pay that top dollar, here's a quick little a little backup, a little what's the word? A little basically something that you can replace it with. Y'all know that word. But yeah, we're gonna have little rack hacks or little fashion tips where you could just get fly with not spending a lot, or already what's in your closet. How can you mess with it a little bit? And then also we're gonna have Rack Pack. That's hopefully gonna be y'all. I don't know if that name corny or not. Y'all let me know. But I was thinking Rack Pack or the Rackers. You become a Racker, Rack Pack or Rackers. Y'all let me know which one better. But I want that to be my team. That's y'all though. Y'all with me on this journey. You know what I mean? And I want y'all to be included in my podcast, even whether it's call-ins, whatever it is. A lot of times I want to go live with it where people are tuned in and we tapped in, talking about fashion all day, every day. It is. And then last, I believe it is the Racketeers. The Racketeers is funny because we really running RICO cases, no Drake, but we really running RICO cases on people who were fly, whether if it's something that they did that was, outgoing, risk-taking. And it's like, man, that's definitely like he racketeering right there. We're going to talk about it. Is it fly, or is it like, nah, don't do that? You know what I mean? But those are going to be the segments within the show. I wanted to get started with my show because if you don't pick up the camera and just hit record, what are you doing? And I realized that with myself. I'm like, yo, I have all of these ideas and I want it to be perfect. Right now, I don't have the perfect lights. I don't have the perfect camera, nor the perfect setup that I want. But I have a message that I want to get across, and I need to put it out there, and I just need to go. And I'm like, yo, I'm tired of being in that middle ground. I'm ready for the next step, and that starts with right now. So it's going to be a long journey. We're going to up the quality. We're going to up the lights. But as long as I got this out here, that means I started, and that means the ball is rolling. So I came up with the name. I definitely had designed the logo. Yes, I do graphic design. I also make music. I'm into fashion. I just feel like I do it all. And I'm also getting into acting too. That actually popped off last year. But I'm going to make sure I'm going to try to keep this in the realm of fashion and clothing always. But I just had to let y'all know about me. It's only right. But yeah, you can call me Cotty. The IG is Cotty World, COTTYWORLD. I also have the brand Lukewarm, 5 underscores after that. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram. Also, subscribe to the YouTube, definitely to this channel. Subscribe to Cotty World. I'm gonna be dropping music on there. But yeah, I want to get this popping. I also have an Instagram, Off of the Rack, as well. That's where we post motivation, inspiration, and that is gonna be just within the culture of figures that are. It's gonna be all type of stuff on that page, but make sure to follow that too. That's gonna be a dope page. I post every single day. But yeah, it's gonna be a dope season. We're doing Wednesdays. I don't know the time yet. But it's always going to be, I wanted to pick the middle of the week where we can cover last week still and still also look ahead at the same time. So, yeah, it is a blessing to finally start this, y'all, and I am excited. Next week, we're going to get it popping on probably trends this season, this year, and it is what it is. But without further ado, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank y'all for joining in and tapping in, and I'm looking forward to this pod. You dig?